talk about the breakup thing, the terrible state of affairs, terrible state of mind, terrible state of soul, the state of emptiness, the state of vacuum, the state of literally nothing. I'm currently going through breakup. Yes, I made some shorts previously about it because it's easier for me to live through it when I record a video like this and just share about it. I feel lighter and easier and more like, I was hurt. The breakup I had recently was like yesterday. The guy, my ex-boyfriend, he broke up with me in a very, very rude, ruthless, very rough and categorical way, leaving absolutely no chance for reunion. Honestly, it's shocking to me how after 8 months of relationship a person could say to the other person who he claimed to love for in the previous 8 months, when the person says something like, just forget about me, never text me, don't text me, I'm not the only person on earth, you'll find somebody else, bye forever. As if we hadn't had those 8 months of relationship. Yes, it was shocking to me, and initially I felt numb, I felt empty and neutral and numb. But now I feel desperate. I feel this desperate inside my mind. And yes, I need to go through it. I need to live through it. It's not the end of the world. Let's not catastrophize it. But it now seems as if I'm the only guilty person, as if I'm the only person guilty in ending this relationship coming to an end. Because it seems allegedly as if I'm the cause of the breakup, but I don't think so. Yes, it was an excuse to break up, but I think he made the decision earlier. So the excuse was that I got mad. Yes, I do get mad sometimes, and then I just explode, and I cannot control my impulse, and then I may say some harsh things, but I don't think they are so harsh. He knows that I'm a very emotional person. Why to take it so serious? Why to judge me like this? He knows that I just explode and then I get back to normal in like 1 or 2 hours, and then I just I apologize, and I never say things like truly bad. I just get mad. I may shout. Yes, but this time I did say 2 offensive words. Those were in Russian. They mean, like, the direct translation would be "you ugly man," and the other one would be when you say "you ugly man" in Russian, it never means that the person is literally ugly. No, it means that just like motherfucker or something like that. And the other word was like basically mean. You are the mean person. And what made me say so was him sending the video to me, sharing the video where he was saying, like, even if I promised I will not marry. Of course, it was not him saying it, but some actor. It was an episode from a movie, and the title was "Even if men promise, they not necessarily marry." And I took it as a what do you call it in English, as a message to me, as an indirect message to me that he's not going to marry, while we did talk about this, and he knows that it was a sensitive topic for me because I really wanted to marry. And then I exploded. I messaged him those 2 offensive words, and then I came to his house. I took my stuff, and I took my dog who was with him at that moment, and then I immediately left. And then I messaged him where I explained that your video offended me so much that I exploded, stuff like that. Yes, and the next day he blocked me literally everywhere. I couldn't reach him. I wanted to apologize, but he judged me right away, and yes, and he blocked, and then he unblocked me. At the end of the day, he unblocked me in WhatsApp just to message me very rough, rude messages, very clear, where he said it's not gonna work. I did give you the chances. You promised to change. You never changed. You never take it serious. Honestly, you never took it serious. Honestly, I really never took it serious, indeed. And because I believe that those were just emotions. Those were not catastrophes. Those were just emotions. Yes, I am emotional. But he is cold and distant. He would look like indifferent. And to me, indifference is something more terrible than impulsiveness. And to me, when a person shows emotions, it's a sign that he is not indifferent, that he loves, that he suffers. And when a person stays so calm and so distant, for me, it's a sign of indifference deep inside. Yes, and I really think so. He didn't give me any chance. It was he claimed that he gave me 5 chances. It was the 5th chance. It was the last chance. So forget me, goodbye, forever, bye-bye. You'll find somebody else. Don't bother me. Don't interrupt me. Don't chase me. I did apologize. I tried to apologize. I did say I'm sorry. I really didn't mean it, and I love you and stuff like that. But he didn't care at all. And I think, honestly, I cannot be convinced otherwise, that if 2 people in a couple, if they loved each other before, and even this thing happened, yes, they would get mad, but they would not erase each other from their life, and they would not give up completely. They would take time, but then talk and probably get back. Yes, at least in my paradigm, it is so. But now, after we broke up, he was so abrupt, so categorical, that I feel extremely guilty. I feel extremely stupid, extremely down, extremely low. But, and honestly, I read in a book that in such moments of inner grief, or inner, grief basically, people do not see perspective in time. They do not see the future. They do not believe in future. They just think about the situation. They rethink it again and again, and they cannot stop overthinking it, and they just feel like stuck in this period of time forever, that this will last forever, the suffering will last forever. Yeah, and this is what I feel now. Initially, after all this happened, I felt numb, but now I feel desperate, I feel guilty, I feel stupid, ugly, loser, and stuff like that. But yes, just need to go through it and live through it. If anybody else is going through the same thing or similar thing right now, whether it's your fault or not, please message or comment. Yeah, let's go through it. In the 8 months of relationship, I kind of realized that throughout the 8 months, he was always living in a state of readiness to leave. So I just realized now, because we lived in my apartment, that he never invested in my apartment. He never fixed anything here. He never bought anything here except for some food that I would ask for food items, grocery items, and whatever had to be fixed, I would pay for it myself, and yeah, and he would act as if indifferent towards this place. And also, I realize now, I kind of feel now, maybe I exaggerate, I don't know, but I have this feeling that throughout the 8 months I did accept him as he was, with all his weaknesses and strengths, of course. And he's a tall, handsome guy, and he's very confident, very strong, physically strong. However, he does have some weaknesses. I'm not gonna tell about them. I'm not gonna share about them. But I did accept him as he was. And I realize now that he didn't accept me what I was. He was constantly checking on me, not like checking the phone, because he never cared. He never showed any jealousy, any possessiveness, nothing. It was more like indifference. And he was basically testing me and giving me some unspoken chance to prove myself good and fit for his lifestyle, for his thinking, for his mindset. And also, I feel like I was monitored throughout the 8 months, and then overlooked, no, not overlooked, but just looked, checked, tested, assessed, evaluated. Yes, and then he made a decision, and the decision was just in the back of his head, but he was not telling it to me. He was not doing anything. He was just waiting for any excuse or trigger, and the trigger came, and it triggered instantly his previous decision to actually not to build further life with me together. Anyway, I should just accept that this is the person's will and his possibility, his right to not choose me. Because when you choose a life partner, you choose him like it's a life partner. And yeah. But what really shocks me is that after 8 months of relationship, a person could leave just like this, so easily, so abruptly.